Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Hoy, and if you're new here, welcome back to my channel where I do token reviews and updates. Today, let's review Toon Finance, which is a new token that I came across with. I find this to be very interesting. There's some good things, there's some bad things. They're currently having a pre-sale going on right now, and I'm going to be checking out some of the things that I find that are very interesting, things that they are actually doing right on this project, and also some things that I am a little bit concerned of their project. So what is Toon Finance? What do they offer? It says Toon Finance Protocol is a decentralized exchange application designed by a team of market leaders and blockchain developers, aiming to fix the eternality that surrounds the play-to-earn gaming demand by ensuring the play-to-earn metaverse backed by SHA-256 encryption. So basically, they want to have their own decentralized exchange and also add an element of play-to-earn metaverse. But there's more. They actually have a lot of things going on, which I'm not going to cover all of it here in this video. I'm going to keep making different videos. But one of the things is that they're going to offer NFTs. They're going to have their own exchange, cryptocurrency, also some bridge blockchains, all in one place, and something called a space battlegrounds, which this right here is very similar to Supermoon. If you guys remember that project, I think it came out back in 2021 if I'm not wrong. Also, they came out with Calypso, and at the end they came out with the lunar system, and they also had a very similar name, which Battlegrounds. Unfortunately, that project didn't do very well, and the lunar token was not even launched at the end. So I just wanted to bring that up because the idea is very similar here. But let's move on to the Toon Finance roadmap, where it says the first 1,000 members are going to receive an NFT mint pass at no cost. So that's very interesting. I'm not sure exactly what that mint pass is going to actually offer. I doesn't really mention here much about it. Perhaps it could be used in the game as a free pass. I'm not too sure. But that's pretty much what they're offering here for the first 100 members. The next thing is here where it says CoinMarketCap listing and Crypto.com listing. Now this is a little bit confusing. Okay, so CoinMarketCap listing, I checked that out here. All it is, it doesn't show here their chart or their price. It's just giving them like some information about them. Here it displays what is the current ICO price, which is just above 1 cent. Also how many tokens are on the pre-sale, which is just 500 million, which is 500 million. And pretty much their status, which is an ICO, which is ongoing. Going back to the Toon Finance roadmap, we have here where it says Crypto.com listing. This right here can be a little bit confusing or a little bit misleading. It doesn't mean that it's actually listed on Crypto.com and it's tradable. It just means that there's like a little tiny article, or not article, but just some information very similar, okay, to CoinMarketCap. And it gives you very similar informations. What is their total supply, which is 1 billion, the total coin offered, the soft cap, hard cap, basic information here, and also for how long this is going to go. Now, one thing I noticed is that right here it says that there's 2 months left and that it's going to end at January 26th of 2023. But when I go to their website, it says here that when it's going to be the launch on January 1st. So there's 25 days of a difference here. When we compare January 1st of 2023, compare that with January 26th of 2023 as the end of the ICO. And the same date is even shown here on CoinMarketCap on January 26th of 2023. Now, there's a reason why they're doing this, and I'm going to show you guys in just a bit. One good thing about their website and their project is that they have everything in order. They have their audit, which I checked out here. I couldn't find any issues, any red flags really. So I checked it out here. But one thing you guys need to keep in mind is that just because they're audited, like it says here, agreeing to an audit is no guarantees that a team will not remove all liquidity, aka rug pull. So just because a team is audited or even docs, it doesn't mean guarantee that, you know, when they launch, they're actually going to launch and that everything's going to be, you know, there's nothing to worry about. They're not going to run away with your money or anything like that. It just means that their contract address is in place, but we should still do our own research and do our due diligence. Now, one thing that they are doing right in this project is when we check out here in the light paper is that they're going to allow you to actually purchase NFTs using their Toon tokens, which I think that's a great idea. Something that, Tomadach didn't really do on their projects, okay? And we can check that out here in the Toon tokenomics. It says players will be able to use their Toon tokens and advance their Toons and purchase key NFTs which will advance their tunes in the play-to-earn game settings, ultimately providing them faster slashing as users purchase new NFTs to equip their tunes for battle. So this is a good thing to see, that you're going to be able to use your Toon tokens to actually purchase those NFTs. One thing to point out is that nowhere here it mentions that the tunes, which are like these characters, they're going to be purchased also with the Toon tokens. It probably or could maybe be purchased with Ethereum. I'm not sure. Hopefully not. Hopefully you can use their native token for everything and purchase their Toon tokens on their own website, but doesn't really provide that much information on their own website or white paper. And in the beginning of the tokenomics, it says Toon tokens will be used as a native platform token in the coin and checkers battleground, with more player versus player games being introduced shortly after launch, including cards. Now, one downside that I found here is that the taxes, okay, for the prize pool. Now, 2% developer tax, I get it, is not much, but 25% tax allocated to the play to earn prize pool. These taxes are on the NFT purchases in the play to ranked system only. I think that 25% tax is pretty high. And this is only going to apply if you purchase NFTs, okay, on the play to ranked system only. So pretty much how this is going to work is that the players who are ranked the highest, now we don't have this information. We don't know if that's per game session. Let's say they have different gaming rooms or different gaming sessions, and whoever ranks the most in that specific game, whoever ranks the highest will pretty much gain the prize pool, or the first place, second place, and third place. Or is it going to be like Tomodachi, where the highest ranked person in that week or in that month, whoever ranked the highest, or the first 10 people who ranked the highest are the only ones who are going to earn, you know, that prize pool. We don't have that information here. So those are just things that we need to keep in mind if you guys decide to invest in this pre-sale on this project. But yeah, it doesn't really give us that much information, at least here in the tokenomics. And lastly, it says users can join forces to defeat the invading alien tunes for a chance to win the collective prize tax pool. Which means if you join, let's say you have a friend, you guys join forces, you guys play, and if you guys win, well, now you guys have to split the prize between you guys. So that's what it looks like. But again, we don't know if this is going to be per game session, like per room, or is it going to be like at the end of the week, whoever scores the highest? We really don't have all that information, at least here in this moment. Now, this right here, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it did bring me like a red flag, okay? So if you guys remember earlier, I mentioned about how the dates here didn't really seem right, like January 1st of 2023. And when we go here to crypto.com, we see that the date is January 26th of 2023. Like the dates don't really match up. The same thing with CoinMarketCap. It says January 26th of 2023. So there's a reason why this is. If we go here in the white paper real fast, it says we have pushed back our launch several times to ensure the highest quality launch for the best user interface. It sounds great, kind of. Okay, maybe they're doing it because they want to provide the best quality at the launch, you know, the best user interface. Okay, I get it. But it says here, we have pushed back our launch several times. So it's not once, twice, it's several times. I honestly don't know how many times they have pushed back, but this right here, in my opinion, is just something that it doesn't look right from the beginning. One thing is when you have to iron out bugs, little corrections here and there, but this is something that needs to be looked in the planning phase before even creating this project in the first place. Because let's say you wanted to launch because perhaps you want to sell them, you want to already see this project in action, but you can't. And if they keep doing this, they keep pushing it back more and more, the investors, the holders are going to get frustrated. Another reason why they might want to push back on the launch date is to maximize funds on the pre-sale by extending it from January 1st to January 26th. Or let's say they didn't achieve the amount of funds they wanted to raise, so they can extend the pre-sale until they reach their goal. And in my opinion, I believe that that is why the pre-sale has been extended. Instead of having the launch on January 1st, the pre-sale has been extended all the way to January 26th. So they added like almost an extra month, as we see here on CoinMarketCap and also on Crypto.com. One thing I also wanted to bring up is their team. As we can see here, they're just cartoon characters and we don't have their names and they're not doxed. And this is something we see with many projects. And unfortunately, let's say that even if they were doxed, it still has the chance of being another pump and dump. Which unfortunately, with nowadays, with all these cryptocurrencies projects, launches, and ICO and pre-sales, it doesn't make a difference now if they're dogs or they just put up some cartoon characters as we see here. Because whether they're dogs or not, it can still end up the same. In conclusion, I think this project is really good. They have the right idea, they have the right, vision for the game, but just keep in mind that this game is not going to come into mobile devices like Android or Apple. They don't mention that here anywhere, but I just wanted to kind of bring that up because sometimes when you hear this project about gaming, play to earn, metaverse, some people may think that it might come to your cell phone, but most of these games are only web-based. And that is because there's a conflict of interest between crypto transactions and in-app purchases transactions with Apple and Google. And until they can figure something out where they can actually track those crypto transactions, they're not going to allow it on their app store for the moment. Now, this project is actually offering more than just that. If we were to go here to the documentation, they actually have a lot of different things. It's not just an exchange and for gaming. They also are going to have like what is called farming or yielding, like APYs, which is very, very cool. So pretty much kind of like PancakeSwap, where you can actually do some APY like farming, yielding, which I think is very, very, very good. We have here Space Exchange, again, very similar to PancakeSwap, in my opinion. How this is like what they want to do, very similar, but at a lower level. We also have here Space Ground, which is, you know, the actual space battlegrounds, which is very interesting. But again, I don't think it's going to do very well. Like we've seen other projects trying to do the same thing, like Supermoon, Calypso, the Lunar System. They try to do this, but it didn't go as well. But we just have to wait and see if maybe they provide something different. They have the coin battle, which is just a flip of a coin, I guess. It says here just a 50-50 shot at winning. And we have the checkers battle, and we need to get more information about that. They have Space Bridge, which is going to be able to bridge from one token to a different token on different blockchains. Very interesting. The payload pools, we don't have any information about this. I'm guessing this is to provide some sort of like LP, liquidity provider. And then we have Space Lotto. Again, this is like lottery, very similar to like PancakeSwap, where you buy certain tickets and you have to guess the numbers. But again, we don't have that information here. It's just the image and, you know, no information here just yet. And we also have voting, which is going to be like a governance token. So for any decision making on the project, but we don't have any information about that here in this moment. We just have to wait until they update this. And there's just like so many other things that I will have to cover in separate videos, so I won't make this video too long. But overall, the project has the right mentality, the right idea. There's just a couple of, in my opinion, red flags, a couple of things that we need to watch out for. In the pre-sale, I believe this is going to do very great, very similar to Tomadodge. It could anywhere between like 2x, 10x. But again, the problem is that once the token gets launched, most of the investors, most of the holders, they just want to make a quick money, quick buck, and they're going to quickly want to sell. And in the beginning, there's going to be a lot of FOMO where people are going to want to try to like jump into this project, increasing the price. And the earliers who got in the ICO and the pre-sale, well, they're going to be taking the profits, they're going to be getting their gains. And when that starts tilting to the wrong direction, which is, you know, the selling, then that's when the price drops and it creates that pump and dump effect. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you find this video to be helpful and informative, make sure you guys like, subscribe if you haven't done so you never miss another video. Check out my other videos and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.